Today we're looking at how to set up email and text drip campaigns on kvCORE. Now if you have kvCORE, fantastic, but if you don't worry, there's still plenty of information here for you. There's still plenty of principles when it comes to email marketing and text marketing that you do want to apply in your business. Hey Ataime, if we're just meeting, welcome to the channel that brings actionable content to grow your business through online marketing. So if that sounds beneficial, consider subscribing. All right, so let's dig in. Let's get this email and text marketing up and going as soon as possible. We are here at kvCORE. We have gone down to marketing autopilot. Now here, the drip campaigns, email marketing, and whatever you want to call it is actually called smart campaigns right here. So build and manage your campaigns, your drips, so your drip marketing. Now, a common mistake that happens with many people, including myself, has been doing scheduled mass emails as a form of email marketing. Now, this does work if you want to plot out a certain date that you want an email to go out, but it doesn't work if you want a certain amount of days between somebody entering your funnel. So as an example, if I want an email to go out the instant a lead comes in, then I have to set up a smart campaign. And if I want an email, if I want a lead to get an email 2 days from the moment that they entered my funnel, same thing. These smart campaigns is the answer. If I wanted to send a 4th of July email to my entire database, then this would not be the place. It would be at scheduled mass emails. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. We have a long ways to go, so we need to get there. Start a campaign. Right off the bat, you have campaign library. Depending on your brokerage, you're probably going to have system campaigns right here. So you would just drop down and see which ones you prefer. There's buyer drips, there's seller drips, there's all types of drips here. Now again, depending on the brokerage that you're with, there's probably a few here that you can share. So it's a shared library. Alrighty, but since we're gonna start and we're gonna create our campaigns from scratch, we're gonna go to the templates. Now again, there's gonna be a few templates that, depending on the brokerage that you're with, there's probably already some there, and or kvCORE has made available to you, so you have a few to choose from. All you have to do is clone them and save them, which I'll have to move myself in order for you to see that, and you have saved a template. So I'm not gonna save this right now, but just know that's how you do it. So there's the there's always this, how do I actually edit something? There's always that question. And if these are templates that were already handed to you, know that the only option for you is to clone and then make it your own. All right, so we need to have our email templates set up first. So remember, when you're email marketing, there's a certain message, a certain sales copy that you want to send out to your lead, dependent if it's a real estate lead, if it's a more so for buyers or sellers, or if it's for lending, any type of lead that comes in, you have to have a strategy, you have to have a message. So you want to have your templates built out first, and then we actually go and create the actual campaign. So right now what we're doing is creating the templates. Now this is going to be the most tedious part because it is going to require us to type something in and hyperlinking and all that fun stuff. So you see we have email templates, text templates, calls, tasks, webhooks, voicemail. So a wide array. We're only going to go through email and text for now, but we're going to add a template. We're going to go to email template right here, and you can go with the classic editor. So a little hint here, if you already have a template that you're going to go with and already have it formatted with something in bold, something underlined, something italicized, and all the format that the way that you want it, then I highly encourage you to stay here in the classic editor. All you have to do is copy and paste, and you're on your way. Now, you can also do the advanced editor, which actually is the one that I prefer, because I'm able to add images rather easily, I'm able to add video rather easily, and I'm able to add text rather easily. So you can see right there, there's different formats, and all I have to do is drop an image here, and it is formatted perfectly, and all I have to do is embed or add a URL here, and it's working just fine. So this makes it super easy for me. But again, if you have only actual words and don't have images or anything else to include, then I suggest that you stick with the classic editor because it makes it easier. So we're going to go with test email And we're going to go with test email 1. And I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to say this is test email 1. All right. And then I would, of course, I would put information there. And just so you see where to add information, if you want to add the first name of your contact, you would just go to first name right there. Boom. This is an email. And let's just say you wanted to hyperlink something right here. You would just highlight that, and then you would put the URL that you want to hyperlink right there. Hey, one quick second. I know you're getting super excited with all the extra time that you're about to have, given that your text and email marketing is set. So with this extra time, I highly encourage you to smash that like button in this video, and also go find another video of mine here on YouTube and smash that like button there as well. All right, and then the rest of them, they're pretty self-explanatory. So if you've used Word, Microsoft Word, or any type of editor in the past, then you know what this basically does. All right, so just leaving that there for now. And then you have a few formatting options right there. So I'm just going to say add to template, or add template, test email 1. So that's my first template. That's the first email that I want to send out. And let's just say I want to add another email. So now I'm just going to go with test email 2. I like to keep, I like to label them that way because whenever I'm adding them to the campaign, it makes it so much easier. So here, very much the same way. Let's say if I wanted to do my first name, I'll show you how to do this in the classic editor. I would go to lead, first name, comma, hello, hyperlink here. So I would do this right there, and then I would put the URL, and that would be the hyperlink and all that fun stuff. Again, you have a few you will notice that you have less options here when it comes to editing, but it makes your life simpler. Again, if you've already formatted it somewhere else and you just want to copy and paste it here, it just makes your life a lot easier. All right, so that's going to be our test email 2, and let's add another one. Let's just say test email 3. And I know it seems tedious. It's not glamorous. It's something that just requires a little bit of work. But once you get it going, once you have the templates, they're easy to swap in and swap out. So know that it's time well worth it, or it's well worth it. Maybe that's the better way of saying it. And then again, as a reminder, you could put even their last name or their full name if you wanted. So full name, I just wanted to confirm if this is still your phone number. All right, if you want to clean up your database, you'd go over here, you'd go to lead, you would go to primary phone, and it would populate it right there. So it would do a good job of cleaning up your database. And you can include your signature, which is what you set up over here in the top right when you set up your kvCORE, or you can exclude it if you want to. You don't have to have it. So you would add the template. All right, so we have 3 emails that we're comfortable with, although of course we're not going to send those out. Then we would go to text message, and now we're going to, well, actually that's just to see what's going on with the text messages, but SMS template. We're going to go test. What did I put? It was text. That man, say that consecutively a ton of times. All right. So this is going to go out in text form. Now, this is not going to use your actual phone number. This is going to use the smartphone number that you have assigned either through your broker that has assigned you a smartphone number, or if you bought your own phone number, then that's the number that it's going to be sending information from. And that's the one that is going to track all text returns and everything else. So what I encourage you to do here is, hey, this is... so in your first email, you would, let's just say somebody opted into your funnel, somebody gave you their contact information and became a lead. Hey, thanks for requesting additional information, yada, yada. Check your email. All right, so what we're doing here is we are going to send this text immediately, and then we're also going to send an email immediately simultaneously. And then ideally, we're going to call as quickly as possible. All right, so it's going to be our first text. So let me copy this. And then what I'm going to do is I like sending texts consecutively the moment that they opt in. So that text is going to go out instantaneously, and then I'm going to follow it up with another text immediately, just to make it feel a little bit more personal, something that is me actually texting them and getting them into that habit of, oh, well, I'm going to be receiving communication from this agent here. So I'm going to put, this is Jaime. I'm going to say that I'm a realtor, by the way. And then I would put my cell phone number. So my cell number, and email. Now, the reason I'm putting my cell phone number is because, remember, this is coming from the phone line or the phone number that is assigned either to me from the broker, through which is a smartphone number, or a phone number that I decide for kvCORE to send emails out from. And then, so that's why I want to let them know, hey, there's another phone number at play, and that's actually my mobile. So it gives them that heads up. And then an email, just so they know that where that email is coming from. All right, so I'm going to add that template. All right, so we're not going to go through and create all of the email drip campaigns or text drip campaigns. I want you to see what it actually takes to have this work properly. We could go through and spend the next 30 minutes in building out the entire campaign that I build out for my agents that join me and partner with me, but we're not going to. So as long as you understand the bare bones, the fundamental items that you need to have, it doesn't matter how many emails you have. And you can also add a task. So you can add a task. I keep going there. You can also add a task. Let's just say you want something to happen at a certain amount of days after the fact that they enter your email, your funnel. You can add that task here, and it's very much the same thing. So let's just say, what did we say? Test, task. Man, these words. Well, I guess I could just leave that. Yeah, we'll just leave that. That's fine. Test, task. And let's just say call and follow up. Call if you have not heard back. All right, so I'm going to add that template. Awesome. So now we have what we need. Now, notice that everything that you created is going to be lost here. It's going to, I mean, you're not going to be able to find these all at once. So that's why it's important that you label them. That's why you saw me do these things right here. Okay. All right. So now that we have the templates, we have the ingredients, and now we just need the recipe. So let's go to campaign library, and now we get to creating. We're going to add a campaign right here. The moment that you create a campaign, you need to tell kvCORE when you want this campaign to fire off, because remember, as a lead comes in, you want the automation to take over. You want the emails to go out, you want the text to go out, and you want the task to be updated in relation to when somebody comes into your funnel, comes into your CRM. So that's the big reason that you have a CRM. So you can start the campaign when somebody enters new. I don't suggest that, by the way, and I'll give you a reason why. When a lead is transferred, so transferred from agent to agent, moved to a hashtag. This is actually the trigger point that we're going to use. Now, why do I not want to use when a lead is new? Well, if you're running Facebook ads, as an example, you're probably running ads in relation to a property that you just listed, or highlighting a property that just had a price drop, or running a new build campaign, or running a branding campaign and them reaching out to you for whatever reason, or running a seller's campaign. Essentially, you're running all these various types of campaigns. So if you were to start all of your campaigns the moment that there's a new lead, there's going to be people that enter your CRM, enter your sales funnel, receiving the same message that does not apply to them. So if you create all of these campaigns exclusively for buyers and another one for sellers, and you have the same starting point, then they're going to get both of them at the same time, but then they're also going to be getting one message that's incorrect. So that's why you want to identify or extrapolate. What's a better word? You can always route one lead to receive a certain type of message, and then route another lead to receive the other type of message that you want to convey. All right, so that's why we use hashtags. So in this hashtag, I would just put test email, test video. We'll just do that. Test video for whatever reason. So test video is going to be my hashtag. So what I'm saying is this campaign that we're about to create, the moment that we assign the test video campaign, that is when the automation is going to go out. And I'll show you how to do that in relation to Facebook ads so you see what that looks like. So everything is automated. So I'll go there. It's going to be a buyer, campaign name, test video, and then test video. You're going to go always run and then locked. Those are two settings that you want to leave in place. Now you just created your shell of a campaign. You're still not done. Don't get confused. I know that we're going through this very quickly, but don't lose faith. We're going to find that campaign. So see it right here. You can kind of see it. So you see campaign name, campaign description. We just typed that in. Starts when. There's that hashtag that's going to be very important in a couple of seconds. Designed for a buyer. And then channels, touches, always run. So we're going to click on this. And right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm going to activate it because oftentimes whenever I test it, I forget to activate the campaign. So right off the bat, I go ahead and turn this on. Now I'm going to add the action. Now we have all the ingredients. Remember, we just created the templates. Now we need to start adding them in. All right, so we're going to go with email. And then we're going to go with, what was it? Test email, right? Test email. This is a part that kind of I don't care too much for because I have to type everything else again. But I just copy this and then I just go to TE1. There's that email. I'm gonna have this run immediately. I add it. Boom, there it is. All right, so let's go get that other email. Let's just say we want that email to fire off. So test email 2. We want that email to fire off a day after the lead comes in. So that other email that we just assigned would go immediately out. And then we're going to go with, we're going to send this one a day after they come into our funnel. Whoops. Let's move us here. We're going to add. And you know what? Let's move us over here. All right, let's add that third email. So I'm just doing copy and paste. So you can see it gets much faster as you have hundreds of repetitions. Days, we're going to say 2 days after the fact. So we're going to add that. All right, now we're going to add the text. So this was, what was it? Text. And that was that. And this time we're going to go with TT1. So I forgot to change the name. So even with all this practice, you screw it up, but that's okay. So we're gonna say that was our first one. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay, no worries. So TT1, there we go. Actually, you know what? It's good that this happened. Let's go back. Let's go back to templates. Let's fix that because well, for this I can guess, but you probably don't want to guess. So let's fix that. So show you how to do that right now. We're gonna go to text, and there you go. This was the mistake that I made. I even though I pasted it, I forgot to relabel it. This is supposed to be 2. All right, so I updated that. So now that's gone away. Let's go back. Again, this is good that it happened. So you can see that fixes are plentiful. So we're gonna add our text now. Now we can do the text TT1. Now if we type in TT1, there's only one of them. And this one's the one that's gonna go out immediately. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add another text. This time it's gonna be 2. Oops. And I may not have changed TT2, but in the naming, which is fine. And this one we're gonna go, okay, so it's gonna be a minute after the fact. So remember, the other one's gonna go out immediately, and then, yeah, it did go out, right? Yeah, there you go. So text immediately, and then a minute later, the other text, and then day 1, day 2. Now, to add the task, just as a reminder, you would just go to task. I put TT1. This one I did call TT1, but it's going to only show one because it's a different category. It's under the tasks. And this one, let's just say I want a reminder 3 days after the fact. So you have just created a campaign. So the tasks are going to come to you. That's something that is going to be assigned to you at the beginning. Now, here's the thing. You're wondering probably, all right, now that I have everything started, now what do I do? There's several things that that trigger this. Well, basically it's the hashtag, but there's several ways that you can actually apply it. You could go to the Smart CRM right here and get all of your leads. And I will have to gray out all of this because for their privacy. So I would just highlight here, so however many I want, and I would go to more actions, and then I would add a hashtag. So if I wanted to add all of these people to a certain hashtag, so they receive the automation, the moment that that hashtag is added, that's when the follow-up starts happening. All right, so that's one way. But what we want is not to be reactionary, and we also don't want to do this manually. So what we want to do is have the hashtags automatically fire off whenever a lead comes in. Now, there's two ways that you can do that right now. You can go down to Facebook Marketplace and find API Nation. Right here, learn more, and you can connect it from here through API Nation. So we're going to go through that very, very quickly. Now, some of you may prefer Zapier, and I have a video on how to do that right now. So today I'm actually not going to go through the Zapier one. I'm going to link it at the end of this video and down below so you have it, but we're not going to go through that one right now. What we're going to go through is through this one, just so you see what it looks like through API Nation. All right, so we're going to go to lead ads, and then we're going to log in again. All right, and then you're going to be asked to log into your personal Facebook account. So a lot of people get tripped up. They think that they're going to log into a business account, but remember that your business account uses your personal account. So that's why we're logging into our personal account. So you would just go to next, and then you're just going to scroll down. You're going to find the page that you want to pull the leads from. Now, an important note here is if you're going to connect Facebook to kvCORE in an automated way, know that you can connect it if you're running a lead generation campaign. That's how you connect it. So this isn't a connection that you do with any other type of campaigns because that's not possible at this time. So this is a Facebook lead generation campaign to kvCORE. So you're just going to go to, let's just say we're going to connect that one. We would save it right there. And then you're going to map these out. So in this particular form, I asked for the first name only, and I asked for the email. I asked for the phone number. And then I'm going to go to the cell phone number right there. All right. And then I am going to say, what are we going to do? We're going to add a custom domain here. Hashtag. This is a very important part. This is the part that moves the needle. This is a part that actually makes this work. All right, so we would put hashtag, and whatever hashtag I gave them, I think it was test video, if I'm not mistaken, that is the hashtag that you add. All right, so hashtag, and then map that out to note. All right, so actually, you know what, phone number, let's go to phone number to phone. All right, so you can do either phone number to phone or phone number to cell phone. If you get mostly cell phone numbers, either way, it's going to work for you. Now, the hashtag that we just created, you saw that I typed in hashtag, and then I actually put the actual hashtag and the name of the hashtag and mapped it to none. So, to note. And then all I need to do is press start. I'm not going to do that right now because it is not a real one. So I'm going to X out of that, but that's all you need to connect it to Facebook so it goes out automatically. So this is, I know it looks like quite a bit, and if you need to rewatch it, please do, but this is the entire step. This is everything that you need to do. You have the templates, you create the campaigns, you set up the smart automation, and then you make the connection so everything goes off without a hitch. Well, now that we've set up email and text marketing on kvCORE, it's time to fill up this CRM with a ton of leads. So I'll leave a video right here that's going to help you do that. Also, if you found value today, please be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And of course, make it your best day yet.